Why does Mushoku Tensei Season 2 animation look different? I don't know, don't ask me. Bro, edit this out. In an industry where every high-profile show is just getting rushed, every animator's passion gets abused by producers that only care about the brand and money. It's rare to see projects overflowing with passion nowadays. Projects that animators can let their creativity flow and not worry about time. Arguably the best-looking isekai, Season 1 looked amazing. From stunning backgrounds, amazing effects, great compositing, directing, and complex storyboards, everything was perfect. Maybe Part 2 was a bit less consistent, but we'll talk about that later. Studio Bind was a joint venture between White Fox and Egg Firm, was tasked to adapt the whole Mushoku Tensei, which is confirmed now. A show where you had a lot of talented animators on board. It's bound to be good. You had veteran animators working on the show, some new freelancers, and key staff members that made some of the more memorable sequences. Before we continue, I do love this show. I like the world building, characters, character development, or did development, and it's actually enjoyable, unlike some world building isekai shows. Also, just an FYI, Phenom Sage already made a video about this, which is probably more in-depth, so yeah, but watch my video too. So does Season 2 look bad now?
What's the point of mediocre animation and just normal adaptation? I'm just gonna read the I'm just gonna read the novel, okay guys?
Bro, shut the fuck up. Yes, compared to Season 1's not busting animation, not even close in terms of visuals. Season 2 had inconsistent drawings, badly composited scenes, janky movements, bad in-betweenings, weird-looking background characters, although Season 1 had that too for one scene. And also the directing is not on par with Season 1. Yes, it still captures Rudeus' depression or whatever it is, but sometimes moments doesn't really hit as much as it intended it to be. And also light novel readers were mad at Episode 2. I have no comment on that. The animator that is carrying Season 2 right now is Kyukawa.
Michael motherfucking Jackson!
Kyukawa was the more standout animator in Season 1 with his tight choreography, fights, and timing. There are other animators, but Kyukawa is the main animator for Season 2. Although Episode 4 to Episode 6 has been consistent with the animations and drawings. Episode 4 had a good animation director being Kazuhiro Oda. Episode 5 and 6 was consistent with good framing, good storyboards, and of course the background still looks great. People say that Episode 0 to Episode 3 was rushed because it was a late decision to adapt it, but take that as a grain of salt. Now let's go to the staff changes. The director Manabu Okamoto. I do think people don't know the importance of a director. A director can bring in talent or attract talent to the show that they're working on. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 looked different because of Shota Gozuzuno's decision and philosophy. Same goes to Ryu Nakayama's philosophy for Chainsaw Man with a more realistic and cinematic approach. It's not Mappa's decision, it's the director's. Manabu Okamoto was absent for Season 2 because of Idolmaster U419. I watched the show, it looked great. The directing, compositing, animation, the performance, and Manabu also brought Hiroyuki Takashima as assistant director for U419. Hiroyuki Takashima was an important animator, animating scenes like this amazing background animation, the bread scene, the fight with Orstrad, and also directing and storyboarding arguably the best Mushoku Tensei, being Part 2 Episode 10, Turning Point 2. But there's another show lingering around by the same studio. Wait, there's no way. Oh my god. Onimai is a show that had too good of a production, where again had a lot of animators, new freelancers, and even animators from Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man team. It's not actually that rare. They're freelancers after all. This show aired 1 year after Part 2 of Mushoku Tensei, and from my guess is where Onimai's production started in the midst of Part 2, because some of the core members from Part 1 weren't there beside that one episode. The director of Onimai, Shingo Fuji, is a key part of Part 1, contributing some cuts and directed storyboarded the best action-oriented episode, bringing in talent like Shingo Yamashita, Toshiyuki Sato, Koki Fujimoto, Shu Shigeta, etc. And another core member, Ryu Imamura, who did some animation directing work and also animate some cuts too. I don't know how much or schedule was for Mushoku Tensei. We saw that Part 2 was delayed by a season, meaning 3 months. There was a malpost saying that every episode took 6 months, which is brain dead. You have other animators who are busy with other projects like Akira Hamaguchi, who did a lot of stuff for part 1 and part 2, but couldn't participate in season 2 because he was busy with Bocchi the Rock. Hayato Kurosaki again did quite a bit in Mushoku Tensei, but was busy with Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen. Ryuta Furukawa did some noticeable cuts, but was busy with Heavenly Delusion, you get my point. This is what happened when a studio relied too much on freelancers. Yes, they still have Kyukawa, and there's a chance that the team behind season 1 will come back either in the next part or later seasons. What I'm saying is that after they finish a show, they'll just move on to another project. An example like Shingo Natsume for One Punch Man, he brought in mostly all the veteran animators in one project, and when they're done, they'll just parted ways. That's why studios like Ufotable and Kyoto Animation, their animes is consistently good because they do most of the stuff in-house and they actually hire people and give them salary. I'm not saying relying on freelancers is bad. There's great examples like Jujutsu Kaisen, Heavenly Delusion, and yes, Mushoku Tensei, or just every high-profile show. Mostly.
Just like a hard dick whose tip is already inside a pussy. We can't stop now.
Staff team for season 2, Hiroki Hirono, is now the director. Previously, he was assistant director for season 1. Same for Yoshiko Sato, was a sub character designer for season 1. Now they're character designer for season 2. Series composition by Toshiya Ono, does series composition for a lot of good shows. And mostly every staff team is still the same. I really do hope that as we move forward, the quality still stays consistent. I said it already that episode 4 and so on still is consistent. Nothing distracts me from the show. Judging from some preview pictures for episode 7, it'll stay consistent probably. When this video comes out, episode 7 will probably be out. Of course, it'll probably not look as good as season 1, but yeah. People said that this season is more focused on Rudeus' character. I swear this is the first time an anime character got erectile dysfunction. I mean, most romance protagonists just scream their pants when their girl touches them. And that's probably it. I know I didn't talk about the PV because that's its own thing. Yes, it's the same staff team that did it, and it looked amazing. Maybe next season it'll look just like that. If you believe that, you can suck my nut. I do hope that they actually adapt everything and not rush it. Hopefully the season 1 staff team can come back. I'm just coping right now, okay? And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a like. Comment down below what you thought about season 2's animation. And yeah, see you guys next time.